You guys have been waiting months to get into my sales academy. I want to bend over backwards for you and do everything I can to serve you, because that is what I feel my calling is. And my calling is not to question who's the right fit for my academy. My
Okay.
calling is to serve anyone.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Delivering Marketing Joy. I am your host, Kirby Hossman. Joining me today is a repeat rock star. She's JQ. She's a sales coach and trainer at HPG, a speaker, and just a all-around good person. Jenna Quaranta. Thanks, Quaranta. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that right. Thank you so much for being here.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me back, and excited for this conversation. So thanks for having me.
absolutely. So, one of the things is, like I said, you've been on here before. I've known each other for a while, but I'm fascinated by sort of what you've done from a branding perspective. You've launched the Sales Academy at HPG. So I just wanted to start with what inspired you to create that, and how has it changed the way your team sells?
Yeah, I love that. What inspired me to create a tactical sales academy was I knew that I could help sales reps out there in the industry with tools that I created for myself as a distributor that led me to millions of dollars my first year as a distributor. I
Mm-hmm.
was VP of sales for a supplier apparel company. And I thought, what if I gave away something else that other distributors are not, and other suppliers are not, and other suppliers can't, which is true sales coaching. I had a certification, I had fitness certifications, I had all the right resources to put together sales coaching. And it turned into creating weekly topics. Hey, here's the topic this week. By the way, what do you want to talk about? Or what client do you want to prospect on? And so then people just started coming back and back. And I saw the average of 5 to 8 weeks I was spending with people that they were coming back and saying, it's working, it's working. So I started to figure out maybe I should start a sales academy. And 6 weeks was what I decided on. And every week I teach a different topic, even down to persuasive tactics in sales, communication, negotiation. I wrote my own sales cycle, my own sales methodology. And I thought, if I can give this away, this lifestyle, and I created a lifestyle. If I can give this away, I can help serve other people and help people grow their business and protect their mental health. So I just want to help others.
Yeah, no, and again, I have loved what you've done. I've heard so much good things about it. Obviously, my daughter Jade has been a benefactor, and so I appreciate that. But my guess is you've got a lot of different kinds of personalities you're coaching. So how do you balance structure and flexibility when coaching those different sales personalities?
Yeah, easy answer. As a Christian, I always just said my job is to love people unconditionally. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter who they are. If they're a veteran, they're in front of me. That's an honor for me. They're there. I have to serve everyone the same way. And so it's really easy to look past anything and just go, they're here in front of me. God put them in front of me. Let's go. It doesn't matter, I just want to help people. And so it's really easy just to say, it doesn't matter who's here. You guys have been waiting months to get into my sales academy. I want to bend over backwards for you and do everything I can to serve you, because that is what I feel my calling is. And my calling is not to question who's the right fit for my academy. My
Okay.
calling is to serve anyone. Yeah.
So what does a modern value-driven sales conversation look like right now? What does that look like to you, and how do you teach that?
I think right now, out of the gates, the first question I ask people when they come to me is, what is the biggest process, challenge in your process you're facing right now? I ask people, tell me 3 things in your workday that you're really good at. And I also ask them, tell me 3 things in your workday that you're spending too much time on. Chances are it's one of the things they're really good at, or it's something we can delegate or automate or kind of kick all together. I also ask people things like, what do you least love about the sales process? So that's how I start the conversation. And then I'm able to kind of uncover really what's going on and then go, oh, okay, out of my toolbox of tools, I got something that I want you to try. Let's see if this helps solve that for you. So out of the gates, I'm just getting folks to kind of come to their own conclusion of wait, this is in my way, or I am spending a lot of time here, or I can delegate this to my inside partner, or I don't need to be doing this. So my job is not to necessarily fix things, but to help sales reps kind of say, I think this could be in my way, and just share through my experiences. I created this for myself because I had that problem. You want to try it? I have no skin in the game. Like my job is to love people. So like take my tools and run, you know?
Yeah, one of the things you just said made me smile because I'm like, I tend to, yeah, I think everybody does this. It's like, well, I like to create content. And so I lean toward doing that in hopes I'm right, right? When in reality, there's other things that I don't like doing as well that I still need to do. And so, like, I could totally see where someone would be like, well, I'm going to spend an over indexed amount of time on this thing I like doing, whether it creates me results or not. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, so final sales question, and then I've got another one for you. But what do you think buyers in our space? And again, because just context, obviously you're working on the supplier side, you are doing sales training probably for both sides, but certainly the distributor side. What do you think buyers in our space are expecting differently than salespeople today versus, like, say, 5 or even 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're all consumers, right? And like you're a
Mm-hmm.
consumer, so am I. We as consumers, I think, are being trained to build credibility at instant, rapid speed.
Mm.
And if somebody or a brand isn't doing that, we do move on pretty quickly. So I
Yeah.
think what buyers are looking for, what you're looking for, you're a distributor, is you're looking to build trust and credibility fast.
Yeah.
You're looking to feel seen, valued, heard. You're looking for loyalty fast. You're looking for collaboration and partnership fast. And so I think that happens when you're able to ask hard, direct, invasive questions. And it's kind of like any relationship, right? Like, I think that's what people want out of the gates. And I will tell people all the time, I translated surviving a mass shooting into a sales perspective. I don't want my time wasted. And I'm also not going to waste your time.
Mm.
So I think
Yeah.
what people want, what buyers want before they want to see product or new ideas is I want a partnership where I know we're safe and we can talk about anything. So I think that's what they want first. And then from there, I think they want realistic, authentic solutions for things that are going on in their business or their industry that they're dealing with that they're maybe not really managing. So
Yeah.
those are the two things I think they want is a true partnership and credibility very fast.
Yeah, one of the things that you said to Jade, my daughter, where it was just like, you just got to ask the hard question. And I remember saying, yeah, but it is not something that comes natural sometimes, right? Like we want it to skate over it and just let people lob up things. But like sometimes you just got to ask, what's the budget? What's the timeline? What's this, right? Yeah. Okay, so final question for you. What's one thing you think people should start doing today to improve their business or their life?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I thought about this. Like when I was, when you first sent the invite over and this opportunity, which thanks again for having me. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, actually. I read through your questions and I was like, well, he could ask me this or he could ask me this, right? So I honed in on this. What's
Mm-hmm.
one thing you'd recommend people start doing today to improve their life or business? If you're in sales, you're a sales leader, you're a sales manager, you're a sales rep, check in with your partner if you're
Mm-hmm.
in sales. Um, we eat rejection for a living. Sales reps,
Yeah.
sales leaders do, sales managers do. And a lot of us take that home with us. We don't vocalize it. We suffer silently, which means our ego can get in our way at home. Start asking your partner, how are you doing with them?
Yeah.
How is it being married to a sales rep who travels? How can we strengthen our relationship from the road? Um, I think that's probably one recommendation I would do. I would offer to sales reps in the industry right now. You can do that if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife. I would check in with them and just ask,
Mm-hmm.
like, how are you doing with my job?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we carry stuff alone, but with silence, it can destroy a connection. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And so, I learned your job is not your identity, and if you are in a relationship, so here's piggyback. If you are in a relationship, that should probably be your life's work,
Mm-hmm.
not your job. So I got that one backwards, but
Yeah.
that would be my one piece of advice.
That's great stuff. JQ, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you taking the time and always
Thanks
being
for having
willing
me.
to, yeah, always being willing to share. If somebody wants to learn more or find out information about the Sales Academy, where can they go?
I definitely go to Instagram. My handle is just my first name, last name, Jenna Quaranta. There's a reel there that's pinned actually. Talks all about the academy, walks you through the 6 weeks. I actually walk you through it. There's a whole outline and the applications in my bio as well.
Awesome. Always fun to talk to you. I really do enjoy it. We'll do it again, okay?
Thank you.
All
See ya.
right. That's going to wrap up this edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We'll see you next time.